How about that for a take? Eyebrook on the old Bellyboat. I'm now about halfway down the lake on the west shore. There's the boat ready to go, packed with a few flies, some leader material, a few bits and bobs, a cloth, a lens cloth for wiping the lens of the camera and my glasses, because typically when you put a fish back it soaks you as it goes back in. Lovely bit of overcast, kites flying above, great overcast weather, warm though, nice. It's a good fishing day, hopefully it will prove to be. I've been fishing perhaps 2-3 minutes and I've got fish on, just paddling around in really shallow water. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and he's off. Never mind. Barbless hook, so that's probably gonna happen a few times today. But you get the fun of the take, which is what it's all about. For me anyway. I love that take. Wow, this fish just took the blob right at the end of the cast, right on the dibble. Came and absolutely nailed it off the top. I wish I'd got that on film. That would have looked great on film. But in an attempt to conserve battery for the GoPro, I didn't have the camera on. Wow, this fish is pulling hard. I got a horrible feeling it's a pike actually. I'm gaining no ground on it at all. But if it's a pike, why hasn't it snapped me yet? What is it? I can't see it. Yeah, it's a pike. Flipping thing. On a blob. Who'd have thought it? What's he doing eating a blob? I tell you what, it's given a good account of itself. It's not a great big pike. I mean, it's probably a 5 or 6 pound pike, but it's not massive, is it? But it's really pulling. I just can't get its head up. I almost wish it had just come off. And then I could get on with catching some trout. I might just pull for a break in a minute. Yeah, it's got itself stuck right in the weeds. There he is. Right, I'm going to take this fly off for that reason. Snap the line. Never mind. He'll spit that out because it's a barbless hook. Yeah. Well, that was a powerful little beastie. This little gorgeous little bay that I'm in. has just come alive with fish. There's fish rising everywhere. There's a hatch of dark olive buzzers. I've probably got the right nymphs on to match that hatch. But I've just lost a fish on the blob, on the fab. There's one, look, right there. These fish are in really quite shallow water, probably 4 to 6 foot. Beauty of the belly boat is you can sneak up on them and they don't seem to mind the boat. Oh, there's one. Wow, what a take. Cool, it's a good fish too. That was a fantastic pull. You probably saw it. Oh, there he is. Nice fish. It's on one of the nymphs too, which is nice. And there's plenty of fish still around as well. This fish in play is not bothering the fish that are feeding because they're still at it. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Very nice. Oh, he's off. Never mind. Actually, I better just check that hook. Hasn't been straightened. Oh, there's another one. Gosh. Great fun. Great fun. I love Eyebrook. This one's taken the blob. Great sport. There didn't seem to be many fish around, and I was wondering whether I'd chosen the right spot. And then suddenly, just as the buzzers started emerging, the fish appeared, and they must have been there all the time, but they just hadn't shown themselves. But they were there. This one's got a bit of damage on him. Looks like pike damage. Could be cormorant, but let's have a look. That's it. There he goes. So easy with barbless hooks. On the nymph again. This 12-pound line doesn't seem to be bothering them, as it turns out. Oh, it's a flying fish. It's a lovely looking. Ow! Right, he's just thrown the hook and straight into my hand, but that's okay. Another fish just nailed one of the nymphs. Top dropper, I think, again. Whoa! They run well in this shallow water. Lovely day to be out. Forecast is for warm, cloudy and dry, so it doesn't really get much better than that. And the fish are feeding hard on buzzers. One just rose just beyond where I'm playing the fish. This has taken the UV thoraxed pheasant tail again. It's proving to be a winner. Lovely fish. There we go. Oh, that's it. They always give me a soaking. Okay, look at that. That's a beaut. Let's get that. Luckily, it's unbelievably, that's a barbless hook. It was welded in. Beautiful fish. Very nice. Thank you, fishy. And I think the fly's been beaten up a bit by the fish, but it's still catching, so he's staying on the team. I've had this fish on for a while now. I don't know if it's that big, really. It's fighting really well. I thought I had two on to start with, but I don't think so. He's taking the nymph on the top dropper, belting fish. Let me have a quick look at it. Right, there you go. That's a beaut. Typical Eyebrook fish. And it looks like I had two fish on because the rest of my lead is gone. I've just got my top dropper fly on still. I've just switched to the dries and third, maybe fourth cast, I'm into a nice fish on a CDC on the point, olive CDC, pearl rib, olive seals fur, CDC tough, very simple fly. There's plenty of olive and gingery looking buzzers coming off. So I've got a big red on the top, a Midas on the middle, and the CDC on the point. And the fish just came and sipped it in. There he is, look at that. That's a belter. That is a belter. And hopefully I can get that fly, which is barbless. There it goes. That was a 3-pounder, easily. 3+. Onto the big red on the top dropper. I missed a couple as well. This one was a really nice confident take. That's his second revolution of the belly boat. Took it beautifully. There he is. Nice looking fish. Very nice. Right, I think this is a pretty serious fish. I'm not sure which dry it's taken, but I think it's on the point fly, which is the CDC. Yeah, this is on the little green CDC. Actually, this fish isn't as big as I thought, but its first run suggested it was a monster. He is. That's a belter, and he wants to go straight away. Good lad. There's the fly. That's going to need changing now because CDC doesn't take kindly to the juice in the trout's mouth. It just makes it sink like a stone, and I haven't got my Amadou patch with me, so I'm going to just change the fly. Another strong fish on. This one headed for the horizon at some pace. It's not done yet. By a long way. Now, interestingly, this took the fly, whatever fly it's taken, wet, sunk, call it what you want. I was figure of 8 in the fly's back, ready to recast to another fish, and everything locked up. So it is a good idea to do that when dry fly fishing, because they will take them sunk and slowly figure of 8'd back. It's a great way to catch fish. It's taken the big red by the looks of it. Yeah, top dropper. Not that big, just really fit. Made a right mess of the leader. But hey ho. I'd rather catch a fish and have a messed up leader than not catch a fish. Now, can we grab you and just take that out of there? There you go. Great fun. There's still more fish rising just below me, so I'm going to untangle this and get back in. That's my big red. It just took that last fish. A Midas on the middle dropper. Big bushy gobful. And the little CDC on the point. Right, let's get them back in. Oh, what a take! Took it and pulled it at the same time. Brilliant. This is great fun. 5 turns of line left on the reel before the backing. Fish everywhere. Fish everywhere. The guy in the boat behind me's got one on as well. Eyebrook's fishing really well. These are lovely fish. Credit to the fishery and the quality of the water and the fishery management. Great sport. So although the midges that these fish are taking are not highly coloured, they're more grey and green and olive, these still live in the big red. As always. There you go. Hey! Lovely soaking, thanks very much. Well, I changed back to nymphs and a fab as the sun relented and the fish were less confident or less eager to take the dries. I got half a dozen on the dries, but then the sun's too bright now. There's still fish rising, but they don't seem to want to take my artificials. So, literally first cast back in with the nymphs and the fab, and we've got a fish on. There he is. I'm in slightly deeper water here as well now. I was in about 4 to 6 feet of water before when I was on the dries. I've come out to deeper water now and it's proved to be a good move. Whoop. Second cast with the nymphs and fabs back on. I got another fish. 2 casts, 2 fish. The dries stopped working, the nymphs reliable. Well, I say the nymphs, both on the fab, candy fab. Or is this 9 as well? Can't remember. That last fish was deep hooked and is going home for the smoker. But this one should be easy. I can see the fly and that's quick release. giving me a real shower. Thank you, fish. Yeah. Tequila fab. Cast number 3 with the fabs and nymphs. Fish number 3. Amazing. Possibly due to the relocation of new spot as well, but slightly deeper water. Sun's out. It's warm. Fish have perhaps migrated to some deeper water. Nice silver fish. Come here. Beautiful. Strong as oxes, these fish. This fly is beaten up, but it's still catching, so I'm still gonna keep it on. So 3 casts, 3 fish. See if we can make it 4 in 4. That'd be something. Oh, I got a pull. That was a pull. That could have been 4 in 4. Little tinker. I've now had 6 fish since going back on the nymphs in about probably half an hour. No more than that. Carnage. Just where the bank comes in there's a shallow spit where those bank anglers are standing. I'm fishing the deeper water the other side of the ledge. So the fish are obviously, another take there. Fish are obviously cruising up and down in this area, feeding hard. Every one of these fish is stuffed with buzzers. They're coming out of their mouths as you unhook them. I'm catching equally on the fab and the nymphs. Ooh, how that I didn't stick, I do not know. Oh, there he is again. Come on. Pull it again. Oh, no, he pulled it again. There he is. Got him this time. He had 4 or 5 goes at that. Magic fishing. I've lost count of how many fish I've caught now. It's got to be somewhere near 20 now. And it's 1:30 in the afternoon. Oh, that one's come off. Oh, and another pull. There he is. Oh, he's on one of the nymphs. Solid pull. Wow. Aerial fish. Fabulous take. Arm wrenching pull. You can see that blob being towed along behind the fish. And that's, you can see why other fish come along and snatch the blob as it's being towed along behind another fish. Come here, this is a really deep set fish. Thick set, chunky, stocky.